What is a lease? A lease is a binding contract between you and the tenant, stating the terms of the agreement. Typically, the leases will expire anywhere between June and September in the greater Boston area. Today, I'm going to be covering lease renewals. We do this because that's the highest amount of demand. So if a tenant's asking you, or perhaps you're in a situation where you have a December vacancy, have that lease go all the way until the end of June or September. The duration obviously is anywhere between 12 months or a little bit shorter or longer to try to get you into that time frame. The lease renewal process should start really early. What we do typically is that we have our leases again end anywhere between June and September. We start our lease renewal process up to 9 months in advance. So around the new year, around December, January, we're going to start looking at the market and start trying to see what pricing is looking like. A lot of the bigger landlords will get their units out that early, and we'll be able to use that as a judge. If anything, we just look at the market in general, see how many vacancies there might be, see how easy it was to rent the last year, and we're going to make recommendations to you, the landlord, on what type of increases we should be able to provide or to be able to offer tenants. Really, it also depends unit by unit. You're going to want to see what your unit looks like in comparison to the market condition-wise, what the rents might already be at. If there's obviously a lot of room and you might have been under-marketed previously and we just took it over, we're going to be able to do that bump a little bit higher. In addition, we're going to do our annual walkthroughs around that time frame. So we want to see what the tenants are treating the property like. And if the tenants are keeping it really well, that's fantastic. If they're treating it like garbage and not taking care of it, first and foremost, we're going to speak to the residents. We're going to make sure that those issues are corrected. And then what ends up happening is we either A, don't non-renew them, or B, we give them a higher bump if we do want them to leave without having to just tell them that they're getting a non-renewal. So again, the process is that around December, January, we're going to start looking at the market. We're going to start making recommendations to you, the landlord, of what amounts that we can increase the rent to the next year. And then what ends up happening is that we send out a lease renewal. And the lease renewal form will be a renewal form that states that their lease is going to be extended for another time frame, usually again 12 months. So imagine that our September 1st tenant, they're going to be renewing in January for another 12 months. So what will end up happening is that once they sign it, you're more or less getting them for 21 months because you're doing it 9 months in advance and then you have another term of 12 months. This allows us the ability to be able to really be proactive with marketing, and if the unit does need to go on the market, to be able to get it out there to other agents to make sure that you have zero chance of vacancy. So as a recap, a lease is a binding agreement between you and the tenant stating the rents as well as the terms and the length of the lease. A lease renewal is the process in which you are going to be talking with the residents, sending them out paperwork to be able to try to get them to extend for another time frame. And then if they do not sign that renewal, what will end up happening is that you're going to put that unit on the market and we're going to try to rent it out again. So again, come next September, that 9 months in advance, you already have another tenant lined up. And really that's one of the most proactive ways that Green Ocean Property Management handles lease renewals, to be able to make sure that we minimize both headaches and eliminate vacancy. Remember, with Green Ocean Property Management, you get more than a property manager, you get peace of mind.